welcome everybody, this is TP Gaming coming to you from Auckland Airport here in New Zealand on the northern island of the two islands there, two large islands. And this is a huge international airport for New Zealand, of course. It's cold today, we have winter here. It's really starting to get into the spring area, but it's raining today and it's not so good, but it's freezing cold. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning in for another session. I hope you guys will enjoy. Of course, this is not this airport does not exist in Tower 3D, but I've sort of tried to make things so it makes it look a little bit like New Zealand and gives you an idea of what airlines are actually flying over there. I still hope you will enjoy, so let's get into the video. Thank you for tuning in, and if you think so, please subscribe. Do not forget that, help the channel, and I really appreciate it. Until the next time, no, you're going to watch this video right now. Let's go, folks. See you then. Hello everybody, thank you for joining. Welcome to see you. Wonderful. Thank you. Glad you could make it. New Zealand 161, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. New Zealand 161. Welcome
to Auckland in New Zealand for our first session down here. And of
Heathrow
course,
Tower, Cafe 11 tree heavy inbound runway 27 left.
New Zealand 390, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 348 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, New Zealand 390. Heathrow ground, Emirates 451 heavy request taxi runway 27 left.
Emirates 451 heavy runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra Whiskey Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra Whiskey Sierra, Emirates 451 heavy.
So here we are, and of course, as everybody knows, we are here at the London Heathrow's airport. New Zealand 161, wind is 347 at 4 knots, runway 27 left cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 161.
Auckland only has one runway. I'll be using this scenario here. Hope you guys will enjoy working this on a one runway. Destinations are correct. Aircraft types are correct, except for one. It comes a little later. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Should be good. New Zealand 224, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. New Zealand 224.
Heathrow ground, New Zealand 429 request taxi runway 27 left.
New Zealand 429 runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, New Zealand 429.
And since we only have one runway available, of course we need to be very, very careful. Of course Auckland does not have that many movements during the day, and this here...
New Zealand 543 request pushback.
New Zealand 543 pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, New Zealand 543.
New Zealand 224 runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait, New Zealand 224.
Since we have a long way to get to the runway, we can get this one started a little bit earlier. See if we have enough room, otherwise we'll just hold him there. We'll probably will have to hold him there. New Zealand 224, hold position.
Holding, New Zealand 224.
New Zealand 161, contact departure.
Say again, New Zealand 161.
New Zealand 161, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, New Zealand 161.
There we go. New Zealand 224, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. New Zealand 224. Heathrow ground, velocity 142, request pushback.
Cathay 113 heavy, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 347 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Cathay 113 heavy. Heathrow Tower, Qantas 141 inbound runway 27 left.
New Zealand 224, wind is 347 at 4 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. New Zealand 224.
New Zealand 429, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. New Zealand 429er.
New Zealand 390, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, New Zealand 390.
Heathrow ground, New Zealand 543, request taxi runway 27 left.
New Zealand 543, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, New Zealand 543.
Velocity 142, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left, pushback approved, velocity 142.
This is a schedule of September 10th, 2019. Actually, today, on the day, 2 years
Heathrow
ago,
ground, Polynesian
12 p.m.
732 request pushback.
Polynesian 732, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Polynesian 732.
New Zealand 224, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, New Zealand 224.
There's our Cathay flight. Qantas 141, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 346 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Qantas 141.
So nowadays there is only New Zealand flights, hardly any international flights at all. So times are tough. New Zealand and Australia, of course, at the moment are in a lockdown, but we can manage to get at least some memories going here. New Zealand 429, wind is 346 at 4 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. New Zealand 429er.
Emirates 451 heavy, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Emirates 451 heavy.
Heathrow Tower, Singapore 285 heavy, inbound runway 27 left.
Cathay 113 heavy, taxi to terminal via Sierra Whiskey. Cathay 113 heavy, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Cathay 113 heavy.
Heathrow ground, velocity 142, request taxi runway 27 left.
Velocity 142, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, velocity 142.
Heathrow ground, Polynesian 732 request taxi runway 27 left.
Polynesian 732, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Tango Sierra.
Heathrow ground, Jetstar 375 request pushback.
Polynesian 732, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Tango Sierra Whiskey, Polynesian 732.
New Zealand 429, contact departure.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, Polynesian 732.
Contact departure, goodbye, New Zealand 429er.
Jetstar 375 pushback approved. Expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved. Jetstar 375.
Give us more
Heathrow
opportunities.
Tower,
This
New Zealand
schedule
538
here.
inbound runway 27 left.
There's a Qantas flight. Should be coming in. There it is. And we've got the terminal here over the left-hand side. Singapore 285 heavy, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 345 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Singapore 285 heavy.
Oh, he's just overshooting just a little bit, unfortunately. Would have been a lot better if he wouldn't have gone that far. I will be able to get Emirates up in the air before Singapore is coming down. Emirates 451 heavy, wind is 345 at 4 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, Emirates 451 heavy.
New Zealand 543, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, New Zealand 543.
Heathrow ground, Jetstar 375 request taxi runway 27 left.
Jetstar 375, runway 27 left at Sierra 1.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1, Jetstar 375.
Jetstar 375, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, Jetstar 375. Heathrow ground, PG 410 request pushback.
Qantas 141, taxi to terminal via Whiskey. Qantas 141, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Qantas 141.
Fiji 410, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Fiji 410.
New Zealand 538, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 345 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, New Zealand 538.
Emirates 451 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Emirates 451 heavy.
So let's check out the Singapore arrival. Okay, well, I believe we may not be able... Well, it could be close. We may be able to get this aircraft up in the air. May just be enough. I'm not sure. New Zealand 543, hold position.
Holding, New Zealand 543.
Uh-oh. New Zealand 543, wind is 345 at 4 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 543.
Okay, we've got to work fast here. Singapore is just moving off the runway
Heathrow
down
ground,
there.
Thai 492 heavy request pushback.
So
Heathrow Tower, New Zealand 12 inbound runway 27 left.
This Airbus up in the air quite quick and smart. Singapore 285 heavy taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Singapore 285 heavy.
Oh, he's taking too long. He was
Heathrow
rushing.
ground, Fiji 410 request taxi runway 27 left.
Okay, now we may have to do a go around here. It may just work. Come on, buddy. This could be a close one. It may just work. Here is the other one. Well, it's still a bit out. It may just be okay. Let's have a look and see.
Heathrow ground, Qantas 144 request pushback.
Come on. New Zealand 538, go around.
Go around, New Zealand 538.
I did pick up. New Zealand 538, turn left, heading 180.
Turn left heading 180, New Zealand 538.
Velocity 1. Velocity 142, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait, velocity 142.
New Zealand 543, contact departure. It would have worked.
Contact
it would
departure.
have worked.
Goodbye. New Zealand 543.
Thai 9er. Thai 492 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Thai 492 heavy.
Singapore 285 heavy, taxi to terminal via Sierra Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Sierra Tango, Singapore 285 heavy.
Why Echo? There is
Heathrow
no
Tower,
Echo.
Qantas 151 heavy inbound runway 27 left.
Velocity 142, wind is 344 at 4 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, velocity 142.
Polynesian 732, wind is 344 at 4 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, Polynesian 732.
Fiji 410, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra. Fiji 410, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Whiskey, Sierra Whiskey, Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Whiskey Sierra, Fiji 410.
Singapore 285 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Singapore 285 heavy.
New Zealand 538, turn left heading 090.
Turn left heading 090, New Zealand 538.
Jetstar 375, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Jetstar 375.
Velocity 142, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, velocity 142.
Qantas 144, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Qantas 144. Heathrow ground, Thai 492 heavy request taxi runway 27 left.
Singapore 285 heavy, hold position.
Holding, Singapore 285 heavy.
Thai 492 heavy, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, Thai 492 heavy.
New Zealand 538. Okay. New Zealand 12, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 344 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, New Zealand 12.
Qantas 151 heavy, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 344 at 4 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Qantas 151 heavy. Heathrow ground, Jetstar 293 request pushback.
Jetstar 293, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Jetstar 293.
Singapore 285 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Singapore 285 heavy.
Polynesian 732, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Polynesian 732.
Jetstar 375, hold short of taxiway Sierra 1 November.
Holding short taxiway Sierra 1 November, Jetstar 375.
So we got 2 arrivals coming in, very hard, very tight, close behind each other.
Heathrow ground, Qantas 144 request taxi runway 27 left.
Yeah, we'll have to wait a little while. So this is going to be quite interesting here, folks. So we got the New Zealand flight coming in here now. We need him to get off the runway as quickly as possible because the
Heathrow
heavy
ground.
is
New
right
Zealand
behind
73
him.
request pushback.
We still
Heathrow
got a
Tower,
bit of gap there,
Jetstar
4 miles.
2902 inbound runway 27 left.
Qantas 144 runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, Qantas 144.
Okay, we should be good. New Zealand 538, turn left heading 360.
Turn left heading 360, New Zealand 538.
New Zealand 538, turn right heading 040.
Turn right heading 040, New Zealand 538. Heathrow ground, Jetstar 293 request taxi runway 27 left. Heathrow ground, Qantas 156 heavy request pushback.
Gonna be a close one here. New Zealand 538, turn left heading 020.
Turn left heading 020, New Zealand 538.
Jetstar 375, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left line up and wait, Jetstar 375.
Jetstar New Zealand 12, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, New Zealand 12.
New Zealand 538, enter final runway 27 left.
Enter final runway 27 left, New Zealand 538.
Wonder if we are able to get him back in. Thai 492 heavy, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left line up and wait, Thai 492 heavy.
Heathrow Tower, New Zealand 134 inbound runway 27 left.
Jetstar 292, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 343 at 5 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Jetstar 292.
Jetstar 293, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra. Jetstar 375, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, Jetstar 293. Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, Jetstar 375.
Qantas 151 heavy, taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Tango Whiskey 2.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Tango Whiskey 2, Qantas 151 heavy.
New Zealand 134, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 342 at 5 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, New Zealand 134.
Qantas 156 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Qantas 156 heavy.
Fiji 410, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Fiji 410.
Thai 492 heavy, wind is 342 at 5 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, Thai 492 heavy.
Jetstar 375, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Jetstar 375.
New Zealand 73, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, New Zealand 7 tree.
Unfortunately, it seems to be that our gap between the New Zealand 134 and the New Zealand 538 is way too short. So that is definitely
Heathrow
not
ground,
going
New
to
Zealand
work
635 request pushback.
out. New Zealand 635, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, New Zealand 635.
The gap between those two is just way too short, unfortunately. New Zealand 134, turn left heading 180.
Turn left heading 180, New Zealand 134.
Thai 492 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Thai 492 heavy. Heathrow ground, Qantas 156 heavy request taxi runway 27 left.
We will have to wait just a couple of seconds there. We'll just get this down here, folks, so you can see something.
Heathrow ground, New Zealand 7 tree request taxi runway 27 left.
New Zealand 73, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, New Zealand 7 tree.
New Zealand 134, turn left heading 090.
Turn left heading 090, New Zealand 134.
New Zealand 538, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 342 at 5 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, New Zealand 538.
New Zealand 134, turn left heading 070. New Zealand 134, turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070, New Zealand 134.
Fiji 410, wind is 342 at 5 knots, runway 27 left cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left cleared for takeoff, Fiji 410.
Qantas 144, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Qantas 144.
Heathrow Tower, Tahiti Airlines 101 Alpha Heavy inbound runway 27 left.
New Zealand 134, enter final runway 27 left.
Enter final runway 27 left, New Zealand 134.
Jetstar 292, taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Tango Whiskey 2.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Tango Whiskey 2, Jetstar 292.
New Zealand, Tahiti 101 Alpha Heavy, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 342 at 5 knots.
Heathrow ground, New Zealand 635 request taxi runway 27 left.
New Zealand 635, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Say again, Tahiti Airlines 101 Alpha Heavy.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, New Zealand 635.
Tahiti 101 Alpha Heavy, runway 27 left. Tahiti Airlines 101 Alpha Heavy, runway 27 left, clear to land. Wind is 341 at 5 knots.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Tahiti Airlines 101 Alpha Heavy.
Fiji 410, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Fiji 410.
Qantas 156 heavy, runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra.
Runway 27 left at Sierra 1 via Sierra, Qantas 156 heavy.
New Zealand 134, enter final runway 27 left.
Enter final runway 27 left, New Zealand 134.
Qantas 144, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. Qantas 144.
Yep, he's coming around. Beautiful. Safety first, folks. Safety first. Jetstar 293, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Jetstar 293.
Qantas 144, wind is 341 at 5 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. Qantas 144.
Jetstar 293, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. Jetstar 293.
New Zealand 538 takes to the terminal via Whiskey Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Tango, New Zealand 538.
Let's see if we can get 2 departures going. Hopefully. That would be really good if we can manage to do that. Get this Jetstar up in the air as well. Should be good. Should be looking good. Let's check this one out. There's our Jetstar. Jetstar 293, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. Caution, wake turbulence.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. Caution, wake turbulence. Jetstar 293.
New Zealand 73, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. New Zealand 73.
New Zealand 73, hold short of taxiway Sierra November 1. New Zealand 73, hold short of taxiway Sierra 1 November.
Holding short taxiway Sierra, New Zealand 73. Holding short taxiway Sierra 1 November, New Zealand 73.
Qantas 144, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day. Qantas 144.
New Zealand 73, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. New Zealand 73.
We'll just keep an eye open there. There's the Tahiti Airlines coming in. Just hold them short here just a little bit. Just wait. Give ourselves the opportunity to... New Zealand 73. Oh, he's holding anyway. Sure, perfect. Jetstar 293, contact departure.
Say again, Jetstar 293.
Jetstar 293, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Jetstar 293.
We want to have this vision here. This looks so beautiful. It's like we are just sitting here, waiting for our departure, checking out this beautiful airlines, Tahiti Air, coming in. There you go. New Zealand 73, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. New Zealand 73.
New Zealand 134, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind is 340 at 5 knots.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land. New Zealand 134.
New Zealand 635, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait. New Zealand 635.
New Zealand 635, hold short of taxiway Sierra 1 November.
Holding short taxiway Sierra 1 November, New Zealand 635.
Wonder if he does, and he does. New Zealand, oh no, Tahiti, what are you doing? Why are you going so far? Wow, that was certainly a handicap there, trying to make us make a mistake here. I almost tried to get 2 departures going. Fortunately, I didn't do that, but we should be good. We just need this Tahiti off the runway here. He's just overshooting way too fast. New Zealand 73, runway... New Zealand 73, wind is 340 at 5 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. New Zealand 73.
So we got another one of these small ones coming. There he is there in the back. This aircraft doesn't take that long to get up in the air. TD Airlines 101 Alpha Heavy taxi to terminal via Tango Whiskey 1.
Taxi to terminal via Tango Whiskey 1, Tahiti Airlines 101 Alpha Heavy.
Alright, so there we go. There's the scenario. There's our final 2 departures there. But we'll be good. Plenty of room here. New Zealand 635, runway 27. New Zealand 635, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, New Zealand 635.
So here we go. There's the other one coming down. Plenty of room here. No worries. So we made him to take an extra loop because of the other aircraft coming down, so we didn't have to do a go around. So that worked out okay, I guess. This was the only way we could separate them. New Zealand 73, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good day. New Zealand 73.
And then we have our final 2. He's moving now. That's wonderful. There's a little New Zealand here and the larger one. So you should be turning left here in a second. Qantas 156 heavy, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait, Qantas 156 heavy.
New Zealand 635, wind is 340 at 5 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 635.
New Zealand 134, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Tango Whiskey 2.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Tango Whiskey 2, New Zealand 134.
There's our Tahiti coming in. And then we got our New Zealand one here. Final 2 departures with the terminal in the back of Auckland International Airport, with a schedule from September 10th, 2019, pre-COVID. Real schedule at 12 p.m. between 12 and about 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., something like that. Qantas 156 heavy, wind is 339 at 5 knots, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff, Qantas 156 heavy.
So we'll just turn all this off here. As you can still see these 2 down the bottom here. We'll turn this off as well. It'll just give us an opportunity of this beautiful aircraft. I'm going to just lock this in here. New Zealand 635, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, New Zealand 635.
That's the general aviation area there on the left-hand side. And then we've got the terminals here, with Air Tahiti turning into his position. Okay, folks, that one has taken off. Qantas 156 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Qantas 156 heavy.
So with this beautiful view, you can see down the bottom, these last 2 are turning into their final positions. I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this session. Certainly was an interesting one. Remember, don't give it a thumbs down because it's not Auckland. I'm just trying to get this as close as realistic as there is. So I hope you guys still have enjoyed it. If you did, then please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Tell your friends about this channel. Maybe even share it on the social medias. And leave a comment down below. So until the next time, I shall say farewell and goodbye. Take care, everybody. This has been another presentation of TP Gaming. Bye-bye.